The mild, foggy weather continues. Temperatures still look even warmer next week, potentially some record highs, and pretty quiet with just minor weather systems. So another above normal day today. We'll be back into the 30s, which is about 10 degrees above normal here in southern Minnesota, but almost 20 degrees above normal in the northern part of the state. So despite similar temperatures, the anomalies are different because normal highs are in the teens in the northern part of the state. So 30s is quite a bit above. Mid to upper 30s. I think most of the state will be above freezing today, all the way up to the international border. Of course, it's pretty dreary, and it's going to stay that way too. A lot of low clouds and fog, all this milky white that doesn't really look to be moving. That's the fog. And then there are some low clouds embedded in that. And this is a large area of fog and reduced visibility all the way down to Arkansas, through Minnesota, all the way to Michigan, back towards Kansas, basically the Rocky Mountains. And it's just going to kind of stay this way. There's not a lot of wind, not a lot of flow in the upper level atmosphere to change things. So that's going to be kind of copy paste the next couple of days. And it is affecting the air quality too. We're seeing pockets of unhealthy air. And that's because when we see warm air move over a cold surface and snow covered ground, for some of us, it creates a temperature inversion. So it's actually warmer aloft. This is looking at a three-dimensional view of the temperature profile. And that warmer air above the cooler air traps air in the lower atmosphere, and then you add it to it. The air is saturated, a lot of moisture, and those pollutants can get trapped over time. And visibility is going to stay pretty reduced. Foggy again overnight tonight, a little bit better by day. Might improve some Friday as we can switch the winds around a little bit, but it's still going to be cloudy until probably late Sunday. The other thing we have to watch out for in that fog layer, of course, is freezing fog. We saw some of that last night. Temperatures going to be back near or below freezing tonight, so potential for some patchy, icy accumulation. We're going to add to that maybe a couple of actual showers tonight into tomorrow. This next system looks pretty minor, but we're going to be watching closely those temperature profiles because if we're at or below freezing, whatever falls could be in the form of a little bit of icy layer or plain old rain showers late tomorrow too, especially across southeastern Minnesota. So again, this system, not a big deal, but a little patchy ice. You got that fog, any of that moisture condense out as ice in the overnight and early morning hours. And then by day, temperatures are back above freezing. No real issues there, but untreated surfaces can become a little dicey in the overnight hours. By next week, we're even warmer. It looks like Monday into next week, at least 40s. This is the official forecast high in the mid-40s, but it's worth noting that the Canadian and European models are going for a string of near 50-degree temperatures. This is the Canadian model on the bottom, and the European model, or excuse me, switch that. Either way, near 50, Tuesday through Friday next week. And the big driver, of course, is our El Nino pattern, warmer winters overall, but also the polar vortex. It was kind of stretched and split the last 7 to 10 days. It regroups as a strong spinning vortex up near the North Pole, and that keeps the cold air trapped up there and away from us. And in fact, it's even pushing it into Siberia like it's been. Siberia and Scandinavia has been seeing some pretty cold weather. Not for us. We just continue to see this streak of above freezing highs through the weekend. Again, still pretty dreary. I think we'll see some sunshine Sunday. Better chance of that Monday, Tuesday, and that will come with some warmer temperatures too, low to mid 40s at least. Again, the possibility we could see 50 at least once next week in southern Minnesota and the Twin Cities. That would come about a month earlier than normal. March 2nd is the average date of the first 50. So the non-existent winter continues.